Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I know it's been a while since I last put out an episode, but I am back. In this episode, we're going to talk about creative trends and how we can use them in our own lives or careers. So, we all know that this year has been full of trends. We have the Brat Summer trend, the Demure trend, there's a green grass trend sometime this year or last year. And so, these trends, though they might seem like, oh, they're just a TikTok thing or an Instagram thing, they really can be used in our own day to day lives, especially as a creator, because making these trends itself, most of the time, is a work of creative. Yes, sometimes it can just be a simple statement that goes viral because it just sounds cool. Or it could be like a dance trend, like Brat Summer was like the song Apple was turned into a dance by Charlie XCX. Those some of you might be wondering, well, how do trends translate to our careers and personal growth? Let me tell you. So the ways creatives can kind of use this to the advantage would be like, a lot of us have social media presences online. You could use this to bolster your career, your opportunity levels by understanding the key aspects to these trends. For example, the Brad Summer trend, it's like kind of embodies like this kind of reckless, kind of outlaw kind of person, whereas Demure is more like very demure, very mindful. I think that's what it was, and they're two different things. We kind of change from Brat's more very chaotic and crazy and doing daring things to Demure, where we're kind of taking less risks. We're being very demure, very mindful. You see how I'm talking? Very demure, very mindful, very classy. I never knew I would be doing this trend ever, but this is kind of a thing now, I guess. And so, yeah, what was I gonna say? Right, kind of just like knowing the differences between Brad Summer and Demure is key things because then you know kind of what are we going for. Are you going for, if you're a career in, I don't know, martial arts? Brad Summer may be more your thing because Demure is not martial arts. You're not being mindful in that your whole job is to destroy the other person. But if you're like a doctor, Demure is probably the best way to embody yourself. That's actually the key thing though. You have to make sure you associate yourself with the trends that do well with who you are. Because if you associate yourself with like this reckless kind of notion versus a mindful notion, you are two different things. If a doctor suddenly starts doing the Brat Summer trend, I guess it could still work. I know I saw a couple ones where police officers and um, people who serve the community were doing the Apple trend, but it depends actually. If you think that it won't do anything to you, it's just a fun thing, go for it. I mean, it doesn't matter which trend you do, Brad, Demure, whichever one you choose. But the thing to note is that there will be backlash at times. The comment section go crazy about, oh, you are like a highly respected person. You should not be doing Brad Summer or Demure, or you should not be doing Brad, but you should be doing Demure, like whatever. Like we have had Leve hop onto both the trends. We have had I'm trying to think who else. Spotify has fully adopted the whole Demure thing, and Brat Summer when Brat Summer was going on. A bunch of podcasts, a bunch of shows and things have gone over Brat Summer and Demure, all those things. Nightly shows, the late night show with Jimmy Fallon, the late night show with what's his name? Oh yeah, late night show with Jimmy Fallon and the other Jimmy, I forgot his name. They're all really important. So kind of has been like this whole revolving important aspect of our lives now. It's kind of at this point, the 21st century is going to be full of new trends. I think the Demure mindful thing is pretty much over now. Might be wrong about this because I still see those things happening all around, but I'm sure they'll come up with a new trend that people follow. That's actually the last thing I want to talk about is since the industry keeps moving rapidly, it's 24/7, there's something new coming up. New songs, new music, new artists, new movies, shows, everything, trends even. So that's the thing, you have to choose specifically what you want to do because there's just so many options. You don't want to do every single one, but you also don't want to do none. I mean, unless you prefer doing none. So yeah, those are kind of the key things to think about. For those of you who are like, what am I going on about? What even is this episode? Well, I mean, I don't know, this is just supposed to be a fun episode. Kind of talk about trends and do the trend and then kind of just get an excuse to talk about it. As much as I say I don't like these trends, I kind of do at the same time, so there's that. Yeah, so this is the end of the episode. I hope this gave you some insight on whether you want to follow any of these trends or any of the future trends that are to come. Yeah, this is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all next week.